Shabbat Shalom and blessings, beloved of Yahuah, warriors of Yahuah and the truth. I'm back. We were working on the channel Yahuah's with a little exclamation point, or not, little, the doohickey, like you put before the S. Yahuah's space beloved space daughter is my backup account. If this ever happens again, you guys can find new videos over there. I'm thinking about moving the Beguiled series over there, or just doing. I'm not sure. I'm thinking about what I should do with that page, because I don't want to get. I have never gotten a violation on that channel, but I only have like 12 subscribers over there. But this video, I did Magisterium yesterday over on Yahuah's Beloved Daughter channel. So if you guys want to see that one, it was about Scientology. It was very interesting. You guys can go over there and see that. I feel really, really bad because I haven't been able to find the sister that was watching my CEPHER videos to fall asleep. So I was feeling bad that she couldn't find my new channel. We are on my new channel, Yahuah's Beloved Daughter. That is where I finished the Ecclesiasticus series. We are now into First Maccabees, or Maccabees Rishon. The first chapter is pretty long, but we're going to get through this chapter. And Shabbat Shalom, my beloved. Yahuah's beloved. And it happened after that Alexander, son of Philip, the Macedonian, who came out of the land of Kittim, had smitten Dariavesh, king of the Persians and Madai, that he reigned in his stead, the first over Yavon, and made many wars, and won many strongholds, and slew the kings of the earth, and went through to the ends of the earth, and took spoils of many nations, so much so that the earth was quiet before him. Whereupon he was exalted, and his heart was lifted up. And he gathered a mighty strong host, and ruled over countries and nations and kings, who became tributaries unto him. And after these things he fell sick, and perceived that he should die. Wherefore he called his servants, such as were honorable. Roscoe, what are you doing? Such as were honorable, and had been brought up with him from his youth, and parted his kingdom among them while he was yet alive. So Alexander reigned 12 years, and then died. And his servants bore rule, everyone in his place. And after his death they all put crowns upon themselves, so did their sons after them many years. And evils were multiplied upon the earth. And there came out of them a wicked root, Antiochus, surnamed Epiphanes, son of Antiochus the king, who had been a hostage at Rome, and he reigned in the 137th year of the kingdom of the Yavanim. In those days went there out of Yasharal wicked men, who persuaded many, saying, Let us go and cut a covenant with the heathen that are round about us. For since we departed from them, we have had much sorrow. So this device pleased them well. Then certain of the people were so forward herein, that they went to the king, who gave them license to do after the ordinances of the heathen. Whereupon they built a place of exercise at Jerusalem, according to the customs of the heathen, and made themselves uncircumcised, and forsook the Kodesh covenant, and joined themselves to the heathen, and were sold to do mischief. Now when the kingdom was established before Antiochus, he thought to reign over Mitzrayim, that he might have the dominion of 2 realms. Wherefore he entered into Mitzrayim with a great multitude, with chariots and elephants and horsemen, and a great navy, and made war against Ptolemy, king of Mitzrayim. But Ptolemy was afraid of him, and fled, and many were wounded to death. Thus they got the strong cities in the land of Mitzrayim, and he took the spoils thereof. And after that Antiochus had smitten Mitzrayim. He returned again in the 143rd year, and went up against Yasharal and Jerusalem with a great multitude, and entered proudly into the sanctuary, and took away the golden altar, and the menorah of light, and all the vessels thereof, and the table of the showbread, and the pouring vessels, and the vials, and the censers of gold, and the veil, and the crown, and the golden ornaments that were before the temple, all which he pulled off. He took also the silver and the gold, and the precious vessels. Also he took the hidden treasures which he found. And when he had taken all away, he had went into his own land, having made a great massacre, and spoken very proudly. Therefore there was a great mourning in Yasharal, in every place where they were, so that the princes and elders mourned. The virgins and young men were made feeble, and the beauty of women was changed. Every bridegroom took up lamentations, and she that sat in the marriage chamber was in heaviness. The land also was moved from the inhabitants thereof, and all the house of Yaakov was covered with confusion. And after 2 years fully expired, the king sent his chief collector of tribute into the cities of Yehud. And it says on the bottom, the land or region of Judea, who came unto Jerusalem with a great multitude, and spoke peaceable words unto them, but all was deceit or lies. For when they had given him credence, he fell suddenly upon the city, and smote it very sore, and destroyed many people of Yasharal. And when he had taken the spoils of the city, he set it on fire, and pulled down the houses and walls thereof on every side. But the women and children took they captive, and possessed the cattle. Then built they the city of Daud with a great and strong wall, and with mighty towers, and made it a stronghold for them. And they put therein a sinful nation, wicked men, and fortified themselves therein. They stored it also with armor and victuals, and when they had gathered together the spoils of Jerusalem, they laid them up there, and so they became a sore snare. For it was a place to lie in wait against the sanctuary, and an evil adversary to Yasharal. Thus they shed innocent blood on every side of the sanctuary, and defiled it, so much so that the inhabitants of Jerusalem fled because of them. Whereupon the city was made a habitation of strangers, and became strange to those that were born in her, and her own children left her. Her sanctuary was laid waste like a wilderness. Her feasts were turned into mourning. Her Shabbats, or Sabbaths, it says in the bottom, into reproach. Her honor into contempt. As had been her glory, so was her dishonor increased, and her excellency was turned into mourning. Moreover, King Antiochus wrote to his whole kingdom that all should be one people, and everyone should leave his laws. So all the heathen agreed according to the commandment of the king. Yea, many also of Yasharal consented to his religion, and sacrificed unto idols, and profaned the Shabbat. For the king had sent seraphim by messengers unto Jerusalem and the cities of Yehud, that they should follow the strange laws of the land, and forbid ascending smoke offerings, and sacrifice and drink offerings into the temple, and that they should profane the Shabbats and feast days, and pollute the sanctuary and Kodesh people. Set up altars and Asherah poles, and chapels of idols, and sacrifice swine's flesh and unclean beasts, that they should also leave their children uncircumcised, and make their souls abominable with all manner of uncleanness and profanation. To the end they might forget the Torah, and change all the ordinances. And whosoever would not do according to the commandment of the king, he said he should die. In the selfsame manner wrote he to his whole kingdom, and appointed overseers over all the people, commanding the cities of Yehud to sacrifice city by city. Then many of the people were gathered unto them, to wit, everyone that forsook the Torah, and so they committed evils in the land, and drove Yasharal into secret places, even wheresoever they could flee for help. Now the 15th day of the month, Kislev, in the 145th year, they set up the abomination of desolation upon the altar and built idol altars throughout the cities of Yahudah on every side, and burnt incense at their doors of their houses and in the streets. And when they had rent in pieces the Sepherim of the Torah, which they found, they burnt them with fire. And whosoever was found with any Sepher of the covenant, or if any committed to the Torah, the king's commandment was that they should put him to death. Thus did they, by their authority, unto Yasharal every month, to as many as were found in the cities. Now the 25th day of the month they did sacrifice upon the idol altar, which was upon the altar of Elohim, Yahuah, at which time, according to the commandment, they put to death certain women that had caused their children to be circumcised, and they hanged the infants about their necks, and rifled their houses, and slew them that had circumcised them. Howbeit, many in Yasharal were fully resolved and confirmed in themselves not to eat any unclean thing, wherefore the rather to die, that they might not be defiled with meats, and that they might not profane the Kodesh covenant. So then they died. And there was a very great wrath upon Yasharal. Next time we will be reading 1 Maccabees 2. I hope you guys enjoyed the lesson today. If you guys want to see the video about Scientology on my other channel, YahuahsBelovedDaughter, please subscribe over there. I might just split it up so that I just do CEPHER readings on this channel and BYND readings on this channel. And then over on the other channel, I'll do the Beguiled series because I haven't gotten a violation over there yet. And I'll do Brotherly White's books on that channel. Or vice versa. I'm trying to figure something out. Beguiled has to be on that channel because if I get another strike on here, I'll be locked out for 30 days. But I do have a Rumble account now. So that one is also Yahuah's beloved daughter, but you just have to put it together. They wouldn't let me put any like exclamation points or commas or little doohickeys for before the S on the end, like Yahuah's, for ownership. That mark. I'm sorry. I'm not good with the names for stuff like that. I know commas and periods, but just I don't really remember the name for that thing. Anyways, I apologize. I'm very smart. It's just with certain things I don't remember, and I have a hard time. I have a bad memory, but I am an A student. But anyways, my channel on Rumble is Yahuah's with a capital Y, no spaces. They don't let you put spaces. Beloved with a capital B, Daughter with a capital D, all together, no spaces. Okay, so if you want to find me over there, all the Beguiled series will be available on my Rumble account. And I am still iffy. I'm going to ask Yahuah whether I should put Beguiled on my other YouTube channel and hopefully not get a violation for this. Maybe I'll just maybe I did too long of an appeal description. Last time I only put, all I'm doing is reading a book, research from Dr. Joy Jeffries. This time I put more. I'm sorry I'm rambling on here. I usually sing a song at the end. I usually have to have a carbonated drink before I sing because lately my voice hasn't been the best since I had a sore throat for a while and I wasn't feeling very well. But I would love to sing for you guys. This one I wrote on the 23rd. I've had a few dry spell days, but this one is beautiful. There's a lot of beautiful songs. Okay, Yahuah saves within the voices of the many. I wrote this the night my husband and my household was delivered through the prayers of everyone on Nazarene Life, and I thank you all so much for helping us. Yahuah saved my husband last night. Oh, what a beautiful night. Prayers of the many, prayers of many voices make for breakthroughs. So make sure to spread the good news that Yahushua is returning for his bride. Yahuah saved my husband last night. Oh, what a beautiful night. Prayers of many voices make for breakthroughs. Yahuah saves within the voices of the many. Cry out to him in your distress, and he will cast all your cares away. HalleluYah, HalleluYah. We cast all our burdens and sorrow upon you. Cast them to the feet of Yahushua, and you set us aright again, in correct alignment again. HalleluYah, 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 Hallelujah. Yahuah HaKodesh. I love you all so much. I love you all with an everlasting love as our Abba Yahuah and the Shamayim loves each and every one of us. Shalom and blessings, warriors of Yahuah and the truth.